I begin preparation by placing 30 grams of fresh or 8 grams of dry yeast in a small bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of flour and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Pour in 200 milliliters of warm water. Mix everything and let rest for 10 minutes to activate the yeast. The yeast has rested and looks like this. When it looks like this, it's ready to use. Place 750 grams of soft flour in the mixing bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and mix everything. Add the activated yeast. (250 milliliters of lukewarm to warm water) and about 20 to 30 milliliters of oil. Mix everything with a spoon, then knead the dough. When you incorporate all ingredients, pour the remaining oil over it. Flip the dough and knead until it absorbs all the oil. The dough is kneaded when the ball is clean. Flip it, pat lightly with your hand, and let rest 30 to 60 minutes in a warm place. Transfer resin dough to a floured surface. Press lightly with hands, then divide into 2 parts. Gently shape each portion into a ball. Don't take too long, or the dough will tighten and become difficult to stretch. You can even just make a rectangle like this. Rectangle, circle, however you do it. Because we'll brush the dough with butter and fold it over. You can set aside the stretched dough to rest, then work with the other portion. When dough rests, it softens and becomes easier to stretch. Now I'll switch their places. When stretching this dough, don't worry about the shape at all. You'll fold it and make a rectangle regardless of how you stretch it. I've melted 125 grams of butter. You can use margarine, and now I'll spread about 50 grams here. Now fold it. Fold into thirds, then stretch slightly. About like this. Then this part too. Now spread some butter here. And fold. If it goes over the edge, just tuck it in like this. And set aside. Repeat the same process with the other dough portion. Now take the first dough portion that has rested and softened, and I'll stretch it out some more. When stretching, don't press too hard or the butter will leak out. Gently like this. Activate relaxation mode and go slowly. You should have some butter left to spread when stretching again. Spread with half of the remaining butter. I've been using the same brush for half a year without changing it. And set aside. Repeat the same process with the other dough portion. Just gently, like with a girlfriend. Transfer both dough portions to a tray. Cover with plastic wrap and refrigerate 10 to 15 minutes to firm up the butter. Remove dough from freezer. Place it in front of you. Also place the baking sheet in front so you know what size to stretch it to. Stretch dough to the dimensions of a large baking sheet. Roll dough onto rolling pin. Pull out baking sheet and unroll dough. Stretch it further with your hands. To match the baking sheet shape, spread 150-200 grams of cream cheese over dough surface. If cream cheese is unsalted, add some salt. I'll add ham on top. You can use whatever you have. Add 100-150 grams of any hard cheese that melts well. Use whichever you know works best for you. Take the second dough portion and stretch it out. When stretched, roll onto rolling pin and transfer over the cheese. Shape everything further with your hands. Trim any excess dough. No problem if there's some. Now time to cut the dough. Cut into smaller or larger pieces. Cut however you prefer. You can dip knife in flour to prevent dough from sticking. Let rise for 15 minutes. When risen, press between squares lightly so they don't separate. Then brush with 1 egg yolk mixed with 1 tablespoon of milk. Mix together and brush every square with this mixture. After brushing, sprinkle with coarse sea salt and let rest while oven preheats to 200 degrees Celsius. Bake in preheated oven. The pastry is baked. Baking time is 25 minutes or longer if you prefer it crispier. Let cool slightly before serving. My kids have been asking when it's ready. Now it is. Fix these lines slightly so we can easily remove the pastries. Ouch, it's really hot, but super soft.